comp you love.
Yo.
Oh, hey, what's up?
What's up? Kyle from CompuLove here.
What's going on?
Well, this Focusrite.
This thing right here?
Yeah, man.
This sort of like semi-old piece of audio hardware?
Well, it's not too old. It's pretty good.
We thought it wasn't working.
We thought it wasn't working with that 2019 Macbook over there.
So we tried to use it because you found it in a bin.
In one of these old bins, yeah.
And you're like, hey, I wonder if it works. I'm like, no, it doesn't work. I used it. It died.
Yeah, but that could have easily been because of the computer.
Well, it actually is the reason that we found out eventually, right?
Because this thing is not getting enough power from that because that thing is refusing to give it power.
Refusing.
And then we plug it into this old ass thing. iMac from like 2000.
Yeah.
This works and this powers it no problem.
Powers it fine.
Yeah, because I was like looking at this little USB light thing that was like turning on for like a second.
A split second.
I was like, okay, there's some light
with this thing.
With that thing, and then I plug it into this old thing, and it turns on everything, even this light. It shows a red light when it's on.
Right.
But that shit turns on.
So we exposed this thing as being guilty of
Not
withholding power to this thing.
Yeah. Why?
Even though this thing has the one power adapter that
this thing should be more powerful than that.
It is more powerful than that.
Then why isn't it supplying the power?
Because it refuses to, because it says it just can't handle it.
Yeah, it's like, re-enable the USB accessories or something.
Yeah, I didn't like the accessory.
We looked everywhere. There's no setting that it claims to have.
It erased the thing. There apparently was rumored to be a thing that said let it connect to accessories, in the security somewhere, being it's a security risk to that's the conspiracy, is it's a securary risk to put this thing on, to put this thing connected to this computer.
That's so annoying.
It says, and then you look for the button that disables the security risk thing to just let it connect to whatever it wants, and they've erased it. So the conspiracy deepens with this thing, because it's there was at some point a button you could click to let it connect to this, apparently, but this thing got rid of it. So now this thing just it just barely gives it any it gives it the only reason we knew it was alive was that like you said, the light came on for half a second in the dark,
and it was really hard to see,
and you couldn't see it. And so then we're okay, this thing might not be dead. That's when we hooked it up to this thing via the USB, full power on this thing.
Yeah.
So it's just a power hoarding thing, where this thing's just hoarding all the power for it's to overheat the fuck out of it and basically fry it. Because basically when you plug this thing in, this thing goes to 300 degrees. This thing's 200 degrees. I'm putting it on my lap. My fucking leg meat is cooking as this thing sits on me. The heat is fucking blowing me away. I'm in fucking Miami Beach, Florida, and this thing's just it's trying to kill me.
It's like a fucking oven.
It's like an oven. And why? Because then it's trying to say to me it's because you're a dirty, dirty fuck. You're getting all your.
The real dirty fuck is lit.
It's you get your pubes.
No, this thing's a dirty fuck.
Your pubes are wedged in there, and it's basically you're so dirty, jerking off on this thing all day. I'm I don't even do that, and it's yeah, but somehow the power is just clogged in there. It's do a cleaning. We're gonna do a cleaning of this thing.
Another video coming soon.
Yeah, new video coming soon. Cleaning this thing, because they don't even want you to go in this thing. Because what do they need to get into this thing?
Hashtag crack it open.
Because what is the screwdriver of this fucking thing?
A P5 or something, pentalobe screw.
A pentalobe,
which is literally the size of a fucking needle.
You need a pentalobe.
It's like a fucking pentagon type screw that's super small. Of course, it's only because Apple doesn't want to use a normal Phillips screw or anything.
So they've invented their own screw to make you so you don't screw with the computer, right?
But no, we have the screw.
Yeah.
We have the fucking screw.
And we've seen people on YouTube obviously get into these things.
Yeah.
They just know that you need that little microscopic, micro dick screwdriver.
Yeah. Luckily I have the toolkit for it.
So did it come with your toolkit though? That's
Yeah, it came with it.
It came with it. Yeah, so it knew that maybe you'd want to break into one of these things.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you get in there and you see how dirty it is. Which
it's probably gonna be dirty as fuck.
It probably actually is dirty.
I should bring my fucking electric
Yeah, the air gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get in this thing, just to blow it out. We'll see how dirty it actually is, because
it probably is filthy.
Because I'm blaming this thing right now for being the power being so inefficient and heating the fuck out of it. Because
but cleaning it might help with the power thing, because maybe it's not supplying the power because it's overheating so much.
Yeah, you know what'd be fucking really crazy is if we cleaned this thing and then that thing worked.
That would be great.
I'd be it's what?
Oh my god!
Now the power's flowing good.
That
it's
would be such a miracle.
That'd be fucking going into someone's heart valve and like pulling out a fucking marble or something like that. Just like, hey, what's in your fucking like vein there? It's like, oh, there's like a fucking
It's like that one scene from Temple of Doom where he's like grabs the guy's heart, like all day off, or whatever. You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we got to do with this thing, I guess. Because like, but right now it's the message comes out and says like power cannot be sent. Like, quit trying to like get power. There's not enough power to power this.
So weak. And then you got this fucking grandpa over here.
Yeah, grandpa over here.
Grandpa power.
Grandpa strength right here. Yeah. But then then the other thing is, did we mention this? Like this thing is what's powering this.
The big Focusrite thing.
The big Focusrite thing, which is like 10 times bigger than this, and is being powered by this, which is like all fucking frayed and shit.
Shredded, like been going to the gym.
It's like been shredded. It's totally shredded, and like it still works. It's like basically getting like, so this fucking mangy fucking cord is like powering this big ass thing, no problem.
Yeah.
And then you try to power this thing, it's just like, I cannot do it. I don't know what. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't power it.
Fucking stupid.
And then it makes you feel like you're a fucking idiot, like you're insane.
Like
going
Apple
insane.
likes to make you think like you're an idiot.
Like you're either insane or an idiot or both. Like fuck.
Yeah.
And then now, like like you're gonna have to take that thing home, and then you see if you could do it with like your Apple MacBook or whatever, right?
Well,
your 2013.
Or my PC.
Oh, your PC. You think?
Or whatever. I got two PCs. So.
Right. Or you can try it with your like 2013 if you still have that, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Just to try it, see what this thing is compatible with, because like
I guess I could try it on my Mac.
Because if you can get a clean sound out of this thing, that's like a proves that thing is alive and well, and
it proves this thing is guilty.
And it's like gaslighting me the whole time. That's why I got this thing, because I'm like, I thought that thing was like dead. It was like not where it's like
yeah. But did you use it on that?
I used it on the one before that, I guess, and then it just stopped working. So I figured like, oh, obviously this thing is like dead as a doornail, because like,
but it's a laptop, it could have been.
Yeah, because the shit that the noises it was making, it was just like you'd plug in the guitar and just like by default would just be like, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, and then it would just be dead. And you're like, okay, I guess it's like the Focusrite's not as good. So I remember even I did a review on one of my other like fucking channels out there, and I was saying like the Focusrite's a piece of shit. It's just like it breaks down, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like it wasn't probably wasn't even the Focusrite. It was like Mac the whole time. It's like saying
it's like, who's the real bad guy here?
Who's the real bad guy? Like who's the the big bad is this thing. But it's like, anyways, this thing is gonna die, so we'll just shut it off.